So I just received my Plum paper planner today, and I wanted to make a quick comparison. I will be making an updated video later when I have actually used it, but for now I'll just go ahead and say my Erin Condren is pretty thick, because even though it's a 12-month planner, I left the the perpetual calendar here, but then I added one back here where I do my gratitude journal, and then I also added note pages from another planner, from last year's planner. So it has a little bit more note pages than it normally comes with, and both the blank ones and the lined ones. And I added, another contact page right there, which I don't know why, because I don't use it, but maybe just the back part of it. I also added the stickers that I hadn't used from the other one. So I have, a few extra sheets that it normally comes with. And I added a notepad in the back, so that adds a little bit of thickness there. And right now it's already been used, a few pages missing already, so it's thinner than it was at the beginning. So it's a bit thick. They are, I know that the sizes on their description is not the same, but when I put them, next to each other, I guess the Erin Condren is slightly, like, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch or 1/8 of an inch bigger. You can barely see the difference here. I have them on edge, so yeah, it's hard to tell. Maybe if I use the front cover. There, you're able to see. And yes, that's my corner already coming apart. I use it quite a bit, so I'm not really gonna complain about that, because I stash it in my backpack all the time. But it's like, those of you that have an Erin Condren know that it's very colorful. I love that about it, and I make it even more colorful because I highlight stuff, I put stickers, I don't know, just use the different pens. I do use a lot of the Erin Condren pens, and then I also use my favorite pens here, which are the Sharpie pens, and these are the ones that I use the most. But I also use the purple from the Erin Condren a lot, and the orange. I've been using it quite a bit lately just because of one of my classes. So anyway, it's pretty colorful, the weekly as well as the monthly. Even if I had no tape or anything, it's bright, and I love that. We try to find, I really don't have any blank. Oh, I guess that's a blank one right there. But I love it. I love that part about it. The pages are thick. They're like cardstock, or I don't know what you call this thick paper, but it's pretty thick. And I don't use the contacts, anything. Anyway, I do have some customized labels here, but I wanted to see what the Plum paper was about, and I am actually very impressed. The wire here, I would say it's like slightly thinner than the Erin Condren, but it's still pretty sturdy as I can as far as I can see. I don't know if this does anything on video, but you can see how this one is a little bit more flexible, which may be perceived as bad, but not necessarily. As long as it doesn't break, I'm happy about that. And it doesn't have the laminated pages, which a lot of people do like about Erin Condren, but then a lot of them don't like it. I love it. I don't know how to fix this. I heard if I put it on under the iron, with the t-shirt on top of it, maybe it'll melt again. I hope it does, because pretty much all my corners are becoming, I even put some washi tape there to protect it because it was coming apart too. But we'll see. So if you have a Plum paper, you don't have that issue, but you don't have the laminated page. So you have this cover sheet here, which will protect this one here. And this one is thicker than, it got bent a little bit, I think, just because they don't put it in a box, they put it on a regular envelope. But it's no big deal, not a biggie. It's you know, it's cardstock. I don't know what you call it. I think it's cardstock what you call it. I'm not a big paper knowledgeable person, but anyway, this is the year at a glance. So it'll be the equivalent to this right here. So you can see the difference on the numbers. They're both cute. One is just simpler than the other. You don't have as many colors here. And then you have, I kind of like this because the reason I'm going to use this one for is for my business. So I'm going to use it to track my expenses, to track my monthly projects that have to do with my business. So here I can put all the challenges that I have going on. I can fill it out with potential customers, or write on a little sticky note, somebody that is interested in something for like a later month. I can do that and just put it, you know, on the cover in the front. The month view is pretty plain. You guys saw how, here, let me find a more blank one. Like, there's October or November. And you can tell that, you know, it's more cheerful, more colorful. And this one is a little bit, I won't say blah, because it's cute. You know, I have sort of purple letters and the gray. It's a good combination. All the months are different colors. But as I was saying, I can use that cover sheet to track my projects or my challenge groups, or I don't know. I still haven't decided completely what I'm going to track it for. Maybe my expenses, but I don't really have them in expenses. So we'll see. I'm not sure exactly what else use it for, but my ideas right now, my brain is kind of like running wild. Like, oh, you can use it for this, you can use it for that. And then here, I can maybe even keep track of my customers' birthdays, because I never do, and I always forget or find out later, and you know, it's kind of cool. Events, I can use if I am doing a fair or some, you know, booth display somewhere, or if I'm doing a big insanity class somewhere, I don't know. I can definitely use that events part right there. And then just my notes, you know, maybe follow up with certain customers or whatever. The weekly are pretty much like the weekly on the Erin Condren. You have a whole column. On the Plum paper, you have the option to customize if you want lines, or if you want all these white solid, or if you want it like Erin Condren style, where you have, you know, divided morning, day, and night. I didn't want that morning, day, and night. I chose the lines. You do have a weekly checklist, which I like. This one has goals and notes, and that works for me too. I do use them quite a bit. Let me find one. We're in February. Oh, here's where I'm at. But as you see, I have quite a bit of right up there, and I will here too, just because it's more business related. I did order the extra. Oh, another thing, I can finish like looking at the whole week at the end of the month, and I like that. You see here, like the month ends on a Monday, but I'm still able to see Tuesday through Sunday there. And the Erin Condren does not have that. Let's find June, for example. There's the 29th of June, and then it goes into July. And in July, I'm able to see the last month. I mean, maybe some people would think this is a waste of paper. It may be. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I don't think I would prefer one calendar over the other for that particular reason. I just wanted to show the difference. And I'm not really, you know, sold on either or. It could go either way. It's enough for me. The only thing I would suggest that I will do is make a tab right where my December ends. Make a tab, and that's where my notes start. I bought the extra pages, so I have, I think, 40 double-sided, quite thick. And then I ordered all the contact pages, which was like 20 of them, because it's how I'll keep track of my customers. And that's another thickness. So if I remove, you know, more or less about that, it would be pretty manageable to carry around. I think even like this I can carry around, and I probably will just keep it like in my backpack or something. But that's like another little planner right there. That I think is what is left is thinner than the Erin Condren. Can you hold this like this, mijo? Yeah, hold it like that. Hold it. You hold it. You got it? Okay. Put it like this. You see, I think it's quite a bit of difference, or not much.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the pages on here are thinner. Maybe that's why it doesn't look that much thicker, because if they were the same thickness of the Erin Condren, it would be quite a bit of difference there. But it's almost the same. But of course I have a lot more on the Plum paper. With the extra, you know, 40 note pages and 20 contact pages. This is so very doable for me, and the price, I mean, it's a lot cheaper than the, with the extras I still paid less than I paid for the Erin Condren. So if you like the setting of the Erin Condren and can't afford the Erin Condren, or just refuse to pay the $50 base, you could probably go with the Plum paper and make it work. I use a lot of, you know, washi tape, as you saw on my Erin Condren. So it, like I said, is very doable. And I mean, the colorfulness of it, it can so be solved with washi tape. Definitely, you can wash it up, and especially if you have the divided parts, because then you'll have those little boxes there to add more color to the page. You do have a little folder at the back. I had an incoming call, so I had to stop recording. But anyway, as I was saying, you do have that folder at the end where you can, you know, keep receipts or whatever, which is what I'm going to do for mine if it doesn't get too bulky. If not, I'll just keep them separate in a different folder or like a pocket. I really like it. I am very pleased. I thought it was going to look dull and blah, but it actually looks very nice. This is not as vibrant as the Erin Condren, but it maybe for some settings it's actually a little bit better, a little bit more professional. And I'm not gonna fill that out, but I am very, very pleased. As you can see, you can kind of see a little bit through the pages. So I'm not sure if my pens will work with this. I hope they do, because I love my pens. But I will do another update and see how it's working for me once I get it, you know, filled out and stuff. And again, I'm going to continue using my Erin Condren for my personal use. And then I'm going to leave this one for my business. And it is heavy. I think it's heavier than the Erin Condren, but I do have a lot of paper on here. I'm very pleased though, very, very happy. So there you go.